It's James Johnson. Singles action, going one-on-one with Drew Hood. Oh! We talked about the Hood hype train, and there it is, all aboard.
Didn't even wait for James Johnson to be ready. Drew Hood shoulder tackled the living daylights out of him.
Shot to the back there, and now Drew choking him on the ropes.
Drew Hood, early goings of this match, just showing a brutality.
Big time right hand right to the midsection there. Has James Johnson doubled over. And now the stomp to the spine.
And he's now put on the tie-dye vest of James Johnson. Oh, that's...
And now Drew just taunting James.
The disrespect, the arrogance of Drew Hood.
No love lost here between these two.
Now just using the vest to choke him, and now
that rear chin lock.
40 pure pounds of potential. Megastar B. Yeah! Hey, nobody zoom in on my extra large arm. Extra large arm. Yeah.
Demanding even the cameraman.
Zoom in on his extra large arms. Those are XL biceps.
But James Johnson, though, makes his way to his feet.
To go along with the double XL ego of one Drew Hood.
And so far in the early goings of the match, that's what it's all been. Drew Hood and ego, and axe handle on James Johnson from the top.
James out of the way this time. Big right hand answering back now. Nice elbow from James. European uppercut, and now he's got Drew Hood reeling, looking for the snapmare.
But Drew Hood holds onto the ropes to stop it.
Hooking the ropes there. Just shoving James off. Big clothesline, taking James Johnson down. And Drew Hood back in control. Back on top.
And punch right to the forehead of James Johnson.
Big right hand there. Now Drew again, just putting the boots to James. And now putting, as he said, all 240 pounds of potential across the chest of James Johnson. Big elbow now. And another one. We've seen these. Could be looking for that leg drop. Nailed.
And goes for the pin.
The trifecta, shoulders down. Just a 2 count up. James Johnson getting the shoulder up.
And we've seen James Johnson in plenty of tough situations in XWW, and he's been able to get out of them. But I don't know about tonight, man. Drew Hood's just been on a different level than him tonight. And fires back with a shot to the solar plexus. And another one.
Drew Hood, recently coming back from an injury, he's more motivated and more aggressive than ever.
James Johnson went to whip him, but he countered it. Ducks the clothesline. Drew Hood easily able to pick him up.
Catches James Johnson midair. And wait a minute, James with the counter. Rolls him up here. 2, no. And the big
just
pump
a
kick.
Big
man
boot to the face of James Johnson as he goes for the pin.
Damn near took his head off with that one. Just a 2 count though. James again showing the toughness, showing the resiliency.
My muddy ribs. I took out insurance on my body. You don't mess with me. You don't mess with me. Huh?
Trash talking James Johnson right now. Right to the spine of James Johnson.
The knee just driven right there in the spine. Big time forearm has James reeling. And just rubbing the tricep and the elbow into the face.
Right into the face of James Johnson.
Underhanded, just disrespectful tactics, really.
Devastating shots to the ribs and face. Now, what has Drew Hood got in mind here?
And the boot.
And the pose into the camera showing that he's still full of arrogance. And had he not done that, he might have been able to win this match.
Perhaps he could have secured the 3, but of course took a moment to showboat, as is typical Drew Hood fashion. I mean, the guy's got 9 nicknames, I think.
It is an extensive list of nicknames that was presented to us.
I can't keep track of them all. James, though, being fed a steady diet of clotheslines. You can get a steady diet of delicious steaks thanks to Omaha Steaks, delivered right to your door. Just like that elbow delivered right to the face of Drew Hood.
James Johnson, though, has found a fire inside of him.
James with the counter. The lariat right to the back of the neck.
Just a second of hesitation on Drew Hood was all it took for James Johnson to get back into this.
James with the crossbody there.
Now he's going to the top. Top rope. James Johnson. Big drop kick. Goes for the pin.
Drop kick plants right in the chest, but Drew Hood, shoulder up. Seems to have the wind knocked out of him there. James now in control. This should be the opening James has been looking for. If he can capitalize on Drew Hood here, he could take this one home tonight.
But the damage that was done to James Johnson throughout the course of this match has definitely taken its toll. He's not immediately able to get back on the attack on Drew as he's setting him up for...
I think he was looking for the hung-up flatliner there.
Yeah. Oh!
And Drew Hood showing the power. Just lifting him up, planting him right down in the mat with one arm with ease.
Drew Hood just showed how strong he is.
I tell people be everything that I always wanted. But why are you going to do this to me, James, huh? Why are you doing this to me, huh? Yeah. You certainly helped me get to where I am now.
Trash talking James Johnson as he punches him. It seems as if he's trying to formulate a game plan.
Drew in control here. Almost seems a little, almost paranoid, wouldn't you say?
Like, I think Drew Hood thought this match would have been over by now.
James out of the way here. Drew, big bulldog. Plants him face first, eyes roll back in his head. 1, 2, no.
2 count only after that springboard bulldog from James Johnson on the Drew Hood, who now really needs to take this match serious.
Drew just barely getting that shoulder up. Drew now clutching at his neck there.
He's been in control for the majority of this match, and that may have just let him get a false sense of security.
Well, how the tides have turned here.
James Johnson's got him up. What is... Oh!
Is that...
What? Jordan...
What is going on?
Did Jordan Holt just do that to Selena Rose? It's a devastating clothesline from Drew Hood after Jordan Holt just attacked Selena Rose at the outside.
Sending Selena face first into the ring post there. But Drew Hood capitalizing. Drew's got him. 3 count. And that is all she wrote. Drew Hood, your winner.
Winner of the match is Drew Hood, but Jordan Holt just threw Selena Rose into the corner post.
Drew not